Welcome to Ardin Vlogs episode 6. Today, instead of discussing food or conspiracy theories, I kind of want to talk about a game. Kill la Kill, the game, What If? The demo just came out yesterday. I did not get a chance to play it yesterday, but I just played it today for about 30 minutes to an hour, so I really can't tell which what is what. And honestly, I'm not really liking it that much. I like Kill la Kill. I don't like Kill la Kill as much as you know who. But I've watched it a couple times. And I enjoy the show very, very much because it does stuff that other anime really doesn't do and just be rambunctious and bonkers all over the place. The game really, really tries to be like the anime as if they try to add certain scenes into there. And, you know, it's pretty cool being faithful to your source and all. But then it changed the plot. For instance, spoilers, not spoilers, the show has been out for like nearly almost a decade now, so catch up on it. The demo, or the story, as we assume, begins in the natural elections arc. So like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. The demo said play as Satsuki's story. There are two things I don't like in a video game. One is unskippable cutscenes. We all know how I feel about that. Two is obnoxious ass demos. Not demos. Obnoxious ass tutorials. The quote unquote story mode for the game, which is, I understand it's only meant to be like a little teaser for it, is a glorified demo. Not even a demo, a glorified tutorial with an 8-minute unskippable cutscene just recapping events we already know of. And when I mentioned earlier that they redid stuff around with the plot, so it began in the natural elections arc. Ryuko beats Gamagori, then beats the blue guy, then Nonon, and then green dude, Mendo Kote. And slashes all of their uniforms. Like, oh, that's not how it happened, but I guess. Slash all the uniforms, Nui doesn't come in at all. So I'm assuming, okay, it got to be set up for a Satsuki versus Ryuko moment. That makes sense. And then Ragyo comes in, the main antagonist. Like, she doesn't come in for another couple episodes. Baby game, what you doing? Ragyo comes in like, hey, fight him. We're going to watch. Like, what the shit, I guess. And then what just makes it worse is that even during the events of after that, they added scenes from other episodes to kind of like tie in. Like, oh, no, we're still being faithful. That scene is still in there. Just it happens at this moment instead. Like how Satsuki threatens Nui, don't you dare come to our school again, otherwise I'm gonna kill you, blah blah blah. Happens before they fight. Like, why are you threatening her? What? That doesn't make any sense. So right off the back of my hand, I don't like the plot direction it's going. They did say there's gonna be some new elements in there, a new antagonist, but with the way that story event played out, I'm not too sure about that. I am not looking forward to that. I said earlier, obnoxious ass tutorials. Not only unskippable cutscenes, unskippable dialogue prompts where like a character says, this is how you should press the button to play. Thank you for holding my hand. I know how to fucking press a button. But they go on and on and on saying, oh, I've modified the suit for you. Use this and all your sort of things to run around. We will be collecting your data shortly. For 2 minutes, a tutorial goes on before I'm even prompted to do anything. And I'm like, seriously, dude? You can't just have like a button prompt right there, says press this, and okay. The story portion of the entire thing was just a really big glorified tutorial, and I did not like that at all. There are two other settings in the demo. There's the versus setting, which is really simple. It's just basically you can play against the computer or against a person. Not even online. You don't get to play against somebody online. It's strictly offline, which kind of makes sense, but I thought this would be an online player from what I've been hearing. I don't know. Which is pretty cool. It makes sense. You got to have that in there. And the last thing, which I kind of liked the most out of the entire demo, was the 100 suits challenge, which is basically you fight 100 of the suits, those enemies that basically absorb people. You fight 100 of them, and it's like a challenge thing. You can play as 4 people. Ryuko, Satsuki, Ira Gamagori, and Mendo Kote. One I did not like playing as was Mendo Kote because he felt very slow and not powerful at all. I did not like it really. Second least favorite was Satsuki. I mean, it just kind of, she doesn't really seem natural to play as. I know Arc Systems is good with using characters to outright flesh out a character and how they play, but Satsuki really did not feel it. Third, the second best character to play as, of course, is Ryuko. She kind of felt natural for the game. She had a good move set. I liked the way she played. But by far the best and funniest person to play as was Iro Gamagori. Iro Gamagori was a fucking treat. If anything they did right was his character, because there's certain moves and moments when you're playing as him that he just goes gigantic and you attack the entire screen of like tens things. I'm like, oh my god, he just went big and boom. That was a lot of fun. Iro Gamagori is a risk and reward player because being able to damage, there's like a percent meter where it's like once you're 100% or whatever, you can attack, but it goes back down to 0. The way to do it is by punishing yourself, by whipping yourself with a certain button. Kind of like the anime, you know, he doesn't attack unless he's attacked. So it's a risk because as soon as you're hitting yourself, you're doing damage to yourself. So great reward because he also does a great amount of damage. And there's a spam scum, which is L1 triangle, which just instantly brings everything up to 300% and you just annihilate everything. Overall with the game, I'm not too sure about it, to be honest. I really ain't. I'd say let me wait till the game comes out, but I just played a demo, and the demo's permanently there, so I can play it anytime I want. So I'm not too sure about it. I hope it gets better, or I hope there's more content, like more than 10 playable characters, but that's kind of asking too much, considering it's Kill la Kill, and I can't think of 8 characters you can play as only, you know? But whatever. And that's all I got.